Wow, front rowers, I like it. Okay, what's different? What did I do differently today? I brought this. What is it?
I assume it's the Bible.
It is, because it says Holy Bibli right there on it, doesn't it? B-I-B-L-E, Bibli. Okay, Bible. It says Holy Bible on it, right? And the big question for today in our series of 7 big questions is the Bible reliable? Okay, now before you answer, let me ask a different question. In school, do any of you have a history book? Is it reliable?
Sometimes it's supposed to read like, you know, 6 years, 2014 or something. And sometimes there's some like 1983.
So it depends based on how recently they were written, whether or not they're accurate. So this book was written like a couple of thousand years ago. So it's probably, compared to your history book, what?
Not reliable.
Not reliable because it hadn't been updated. Is that what you're telling me? Okay.
But this is more like a story than a history book.
This is more like a story than a history book. Wait, what?
It's almost like, you know, a non-fiction novel almost. You know, like it has true stuff in it, but it's not like something you look into.
Why do I do this with these brilliant people instead of just sermons? I'm really questioning my decision on this one. So it's more like a historical novel or maybe historical fiction. So the basis is there, but maybe there's some embellishment. Is that what I hear you saying?
Yeah.
Okay. I think I'm mostly okay with that. So if we're not 100% sure this book is completely reliable, why do we listen to it? Why do we read it? Why do we use it? What y'all couldn't hear was because, I'll let Maya answer that one. Because what? I'm not sure I agree 100%. Hold on. Anybody have their opinions? You don't have to. It's okay. I'll give an opinion. It's the best book we have for understanding the nature of God. This book, this Bible, gives us the collection of stories that for thousands of years now people have used to try to understand the character and nature of God. Right? We know that there aren't perfect stories. We know there are minor contradictions in it. We've talked before about the fact that there's 2 creation stories that don't completely match, right? We've talked about the fact that when we read the Gospels, they're a little different. Those stories of Jesus, stories we might think were really important, right? But it's still absolutely the best story we have to understand how God relates to people. So what's the basic story in this book? See if you've been listening. You should know this one. The basic story. Okay, I'll give it to you. Okay, I'll give it to you. The basic story, you ready? This is highly usable, is God loves the world and you in particular a whole lot. And even when you mess up and don't always follow God, God never gives up on you. That's the story that's in this book. Is that a reliable story? I think so. I think God, you know, I have people sometimes challenge me and say things like, I don't believe in God. And my standard response is, well, it's a great thing God believes in you. Because God believes in you. God believes that you have the ability to understand God, to follow God, to love God as much as God loves you. And that's good news. And we get that from this book, this account of how other people have interacted with God throughout history. So is it reliable? Yeah. Is it perfect? No, humans still touched it. Is it inspired by God and that makes it basically perfect? Yes. But we're still trying to figure out the exact words, right? Make sense? You look like you're deep in thought. And I like it when you're deep in thought. You challenge me. Nope, that was it? You were imagining food or something?
No, I was thinking like, is there almost like, you know, a biography or a, you know, like diary of God and Jesus?
Is it like a biography or a diary of God and Jesus? Yeah, I would go with a biography. I think that's not a bad parallel. I'm good with that. Good answer. Good thought. You still have to use what, though, when you read a biography? Your brain.
Yeah.
Right. I thought that's what I heard you saying. Perfect. Let's say a prayer before I dig myself in any deeper holes. Dear God,
Dear God,
thank you
thank you
for the gift
for the gift
of your word
of your word
and how it guides us.
and how it guides us.
Help me
Help me
to remember
to remember
your love
your love
that never quits.
that never quits.
Amen.
Amen.
Okay. Angela, out. Everybody got Sunday school today. I hadn't had a